The objectives of the Icebreaker from the Toastmasters Manual are to speak for 6 minutes, to introduce yourself to us, the audience, and to learn your strengths and weaknesses. And you did that very well tonight. I'm going to give you a few pointers that I hope you'll be able to bring forward in your future speaking career. I'd like to start with timing. You spoke for 18 minutes. Now, when the timer turned on his red light at 6 minutes, you really should have stopped. When he rang his bell in desperation at 10 minutes, you should have stopped. And when he finally waved the white hanky at 15 minutes, you should not have continued for another 4 minutes. It's just a small thing. Get your timing right. Your second objective was to tell us a little about yourself. Quite frankly, you told us a lot. We learned all about your extended family, your 12 brothers and sisters, their husbands, their wives, their partners, their significant others. But I just wonder, did we get too much detail? For example, did we really need to hear about your sister Una, who's studying Aztec culture in Providence College in Rhode Island on a sports scholarship, who's marrying a bald gynecologist from Edinburgh? I think not. We don't really expect to meet either of those ever in the future. The organisation of your speech was excellent. You had clearly read the points in the manual. You started at the beginning, when you fell out of your pram when you were 10 months old. And you broke the rattle that your Auntie Rita had given. And you put this little gem of a story beautifully into 10 other accidents and incidents that occurred before you were 10. Unfortunately, I don't know whether it was by accident or design, you tripped over your shoe. And that had the unfortunate consequence of us noting that you were wearing brown hush puppies with your beautiful pinstripes. Now, as you fell forward and knocked your head on the chair, I thought your volume and your pitch were excellent. But in Toastmasters, we try not to use the F word. So I think that's something to be careful about in the future. I should say I think I speak on behalf of everybody really when I say that we all hope that your grandmother recovers from her gallbladder in the beaten clinic. And I personally was delighted she's moved on to semi-solid with smoked salmon and a pineapple yogurt. That's good news. We learned, as I said, a lot about your family. Your father's family, grave diggers from Kells before the JCB was invented. And your mother's family, funeral undertakers from Navan. And I loved your little story with the careers teacher where you said you didn't care what kind of a job you had, as long as it wasn't a dead-end job. I presume the humour and the irony were planned. I think they were. You went on to tell us about your first girlfriend, Betty, who you later married. I liked the information about your first kiss, your first date, and the first night you spent with her in Tremor before you were married. But I felt again there was too much detail. I don't think we needed to know the colour of her lingerie, or what she did or didn't wear that evening. Though I could see some of the guys up the back really enjoyed the lurid details. So you can cut down on that kind of stuff in the future. And when you did get married to Betty, again, I thought, although you were being totally honest with us, that there was no need to say that you'd been at counselling for 2 years. And I suppose, like everybody else, you're delighted now that you're back in the marital bed. You displayed a degree of honesty not normally associated with icebreakers here this evening. I mean, I think you're very brave to be here with your urinary tract infection. I know you're on antibiotics, and I know it was a major decision for you and Betty whether you would speak tonight or not. Personally, I think you did speak at length for us tonight, and we all have really enjoyed it. Now, there are a few problems with your speaking. One, you tend to speak very, very fast. I have been speaking at about 120 to 131 words a minute. You've been speaking really fast at about 240 words a minute. And in your 18 minutes, we got over 5,500 words. What we were actually expecting this evening, Billy, was 700 words at 120 words a minute. So could I suggest to you that you try and introduce a pause? It's quite difficult to speak for 18 minutes and 58 seconds without pausing even once. So if I could go back to the story about Betty when you took her for the donkey ride on the beach in Portmarnock, I think you said, when she fell off the horse into a pause, pile of dirty donkey doo-doo. The trio was good. The alliteration was good, but a pause would have enhanced that story. It would have. You see the way the pause works? You had some lovely expressions. I love the one that you used about your boss. As exciting as a wet wick at a fireworks display. I just hope he never actually gets to hear your speech, because I would cut that line out. The other thing I might suggest to you is hand gestures. Generally, I felt they were good. But when you referred to your two next-door neighbours from Jamaica who cooked the jambalaya, I think you said, and played the reggae music by Bob Marley, and there was no need to tell us all the names of the individual songs. You referred to them as two like that. It would have been better if you had said two like that. It's only a small point, but gestures are key. Your use of quotations, I thought, was good. I think quotations add to a speech. And the piece that you worked in, I think it was on the night of your honeymoon, when Betty said to you, "Clothes make the man." Now, that is not humorous by itself, but if you had given the full quotation, which is "Clothes make the man, but naked men have no influence on society," I think we all would have understood what Betty was trying to tell us. And when you're using a quotation, of course, you should always use the source, and I think that one is Mark Twain. Now, your use of the space as you walked around, I think, was very unusual. You tended, I don't know whether you noticed, to be walking in figures of 8. When you do that, the difficulty is that your back is to the audience half of the time. And it's very difficult to get eye contact with people. The other thing that you're inclined to do is to swing your hands. And some people swing them like this. But when you swing them both like that, it just looks a bit silly. Now, you did make eye contact with this lady on the front quite a lot. And I think that you're either related to her or you know she's wearing a miniskirt. And I'm not too sure which it was. So in conclusion, can I say it was A very well organized speech. It had a good beginning, an enormous middle, and an inconclusive ending. And I look forward to your next speech. Ladies and gentlemen.